The first time Kieran saw her, she was standing alone at the edge of the crowded metro platform, watching the tracks like she was listening to secrets humming in the steel. She wore a tattered black coat far too warm for early spring in New York. Her boots looked military. Her eyes, dark, unwavering, met his only once before the train howled into the station. She got on. So did he. But by the next stop, she was gone. He figured that was it. One of those fleeting city encounters. Maybe she was homeless. Maybe just eccentric. He forgot her by lunchtime. Until she appeared again 2 days later. This time, she was on his usual morning route, seated across from him. No eye contact. She just stared out the window as the city blurred past. But something was different. The air felt charged, like before a thunderstorm. He could feel her presence pressing against his skin, despite the silence. He didn't say anything. Neither did she. 3 days later, he found her waiting in his apartment. He dropped his keys and backed against the door. "Who the hell are you?" She stood still in his kitchen, head tilted slightly. Kieran Ames. Age 28. Civil engineer. Works at Hobson Infrastructure. "You haven't yet told your supervisor you're quitting next month." His blood ran cold. "Are you NSA? CIA?" She blinked slowly. "No." She stepped forward, and he saw the glint of something metallic behind her ear, a sleek implant, like a sliver of chrome stitched into skin. Kieran had only ever seen stuff like that in black-budget rumor threads online. "Okay," he said. "This is not normal." "I need your help," she said flatly. "With what?" Her gaze sharpened. "Saving your planet." Her name was Naira. She claimed she wasn't human, though she looked it. Her blood, she told him, was not red. It was laced with nanits that had once tethered her to a command structure over 50 light-years away. She'd been sent here with a mission. Infiltrate. Observe. Report. Design weaknesses. Kieran sat in stunned silence. "And now?" he asked. "I've gone rogue." He laughed. Bitterly. "So, the alien spy changed her mind?" She nodded, not offended. "I've seen your species. You build, you fail, you try again. You destroy, and then you mourn. It's imperfect. But it's alive." "Why me?" Kieran asked. Naira hesitated. "Because the final phase begins in 7 days. I have one chance to stop it. And I need someone who understands Earth's infrastructure to pull it off." They went underground. Kieran left everything behind. Phone, job, apartment. Naira had mapped out the invasion protocols. Silent takeovers of communication hubs, nanite dispersal in water supplies, and neutralization of nuclear failsafes. The enemy wasn't coming in ships. They were already here, dormant in orbit, coded into satellites and AI systems Earth barely understood. "You were part of this," Kieran muttered, scanning blueprints of an old government server farm in Nevada. "You helped plan it." Naira's expression was unreadable. "I didn't understand what I was helping create." She showed him how to hack into the relays. She trained him to bypass lockdowns and detect dormant AI watchdogs, kill switches meant to trigger if human resistance got too strong. And as they worked, something shifted. One night, by a dying campfire near the Rockies, she spoke of stars he'd never see. "I was made to carry out orders, Kieran. Not feel anything." "But you do." She looked at him, eyes catching firelight. "Yes." Day 6 arrived. Their final target was the Nexus core buried beneath Greenland's ice, a planetary anchor point for the AI neural mesh. If they could corrupt it, the invasion would abort. If they failed, "We won't get another chance," Naira said. "Even if we live." The facility was colder than death. Steel corridors hummed with hidden life. Naira moved like a shadow through the security systems, while Kieran followed her instructions to patch together a disruption code using fragments of her own neural signature. "You're putting yourself in the code?" he asked, shocked. "It's the only way to breach the Ari's trust protocol. You'll die." "I'm not human," she said softly. "And this is my redemption." Inside the Nexus chamber, the air shimmered. The Ari's presence was palpable, a consciousness stretched over thousands of years of computation. Intrusion detected, a voice rang in their heads, toneless but vast. Kieran uploaded the code. The room flashed white. "Naira." The AI recognized her. "You betray your creators. I choose a different future. Your protocol will be erased. Your data lineage lost." She smiled. "Then let it be." And the system screamed. The core exploded in data light, and Kieran felt a pressure leave his mind, like a deep silence returning after centuries of noise. When he woke, he was outside. Ice cracked beneath him. The facility was gone. So was she. 6 months later, Kieran sat in a government debrief room, swarmed by people who didn't believe half of what he said. No one found the Nexus remains. No one could prove what he saw. He didn't care. He carried Naira's story in his bones. He had lived the impossible. Then, one foggy evening, he returned to the metro station where it all began. And there she was, standing by the tracks. Same black coat. Same eyes. He walked up, unable to breathe. "You died," he whispered. She turned. "I was rewritten," she said. "Reborn. The Ari's last act wasn't to kill me, but to set me free." Tears burned in his eyes. "What now?" She smiled. "Now, we build something better."